up here with the Site Selection Committee in Washington, D.C. has selected Atlanta, Georgia, to host the next Democratic National Convention and to send back to Washington the 41st President of the United States.
Well, Paul, thanks a lot, and tell the committee we guarantee you a successful convention, and we guarantee you that the Democrats are going to select a winner in 1988. On behalf of those people who come through our city, from the east and the west, from the north and the south, who pass by on one of the greatest highway systems anywhere in the world, we welcome all of them to our city. We welcome those who come through the world's busiest airport to stop by and see how we get along here in the city of Atlanta. In behalf of all of the City Council and all of us who have had the opportunity to serve you over the last 2 to 6 years, it really is a pleasure to be able to bring most of city government together under one roof as a result of this exciting and well-designed facility. And this is the Atlanta Dream Jamboree. That's a project of the Mayor's Task Force on Public Education. We have more than 250 job and college opportunities here in this one Civic Center Exposition Hall.
It was appropriate that the Carter Presidential Center, designated as a future meeting spot for world leaders, would be used for the mayor to receive the results of his study into the city's future. A cross-section of 50 Atlanta area young people between 15 and 30 years old worked for 2 months in deciding what needs to be done to make our city one of the best in the country and in the world during the next 50 years. Kelvin is the oldest of 3 brothers and sisters and hopes to go to the Air Force Academy. But with his understanding of city government at such an early age, don't be surprised if he does more for the city than this study within the next half-century. Another panel member is 24-year-old Becky McGinnis, the Assistant News Secretary to Governor Joe Frank Harris. She's an SMU graduate in broadcast journalism and does volunteer work with the Society to Prevent Blindness, the High Museum, and Eggleston Auxiliary. She works at the Capitol, and she says one of the needs of the city is downtown revitalization.
More people need to get out of their cars and get on MARTA. And, you know, they're all coming downtown, and one way to make downtown more attractive is, you know, revitalization of downtown area, more outside cafes, more activities.
She's optimistic the city will listen to the suggestions of the young people because they have a lot to offer. She says they are our future. 25-year-old Jordan Diane is a jazz musician when he's not working as a law clerk for the Southern Prisoner Defense Committee. And he says his work takes him out onto the streets of Atlanta for investigations and interviews many times, so he has seen the way things work on the streets and how those in trouble with the system end up in prison. He says the city will have to change to get better, but from his unique perspective, he thinks the city can do it.
I think that Atlanta, in order to be a great city of the future, has got to put down their old systems and has got to fill those old systems with new systems. And I'm hoping that that we do have leaders that have the vision to fill those old systems with systems that truly represent what are supposed to be the democratic ideals that a lot of the country was founded on.
21-year-old Dominique Auguste works in an African boutique in Little Five Points and is working on an economics degree at Spelman College. She says the group learned so much from each other and how to respect the viewpoints of others. She salutes the mayor for his efforts and thinks if we can conquer racial relations, there will be no stopping this city.
I think the biggest thing, and I heard one of my white colleagues say that it's so funny how I just didn't know that that's how you felt. I didn't know that there was that tension there. And I didn't know that we really need to improve the race relations in this city.
Projects like Underground Atlanta and other building projects in the downtown area will very well be completed within our lifetimes. But what about the projects and the proposals made by this panel of 50 young people? Will they come to pass? They will be the ones that will be around in the next 50 years to see that they do.
One of the things we're going to have to do as a society is begin to get a workforce that's technically retarded and retrain us so that we are able to go into an information era and be a part of a computer society. And whenever I begin to think that I can't do it, my wife reminds me that 4-year-olds are handling computers in the city of Atlanta, and that the computer is not something of which I have to be frightened, but even I might be able to master some of the functioning of an information society. The homeless, from the point of view of the people that we see that are most depressed. If you drop by our shelters, you realize that it's very easy to look at the homeless and say, there, but for the grace of God go I.
1, 2, 3. We declare the Sesquicentennial House is open.
Yes, I work with the Atlanta Housing Authority, and me and my wife, we moved in 2 weeks ago, and we have 1 7-month-old baby. He's a boy, and we really give thanks to the Lord, and we thank EOA and who all support the project that helped us to get here. And we just say again, it's a blessing to be in a house and from the shelter.
Let me ask all of my colleagues, all of the members of the City Council, former Mayor Maynard Jackson, City Council President Marvin Arrington, would you please come up? Jabari Samama, Bill Campbell, Elaine Valentine. I saw Myrtle Davis and Mary Davis. We are very proud. We're very, very proud to represent you. And if we amount to anything, it's because you have elected us, you have helped develop us, and you have helped us to develop this into one of the really great cities of the world. Now let's get together and count down for our birthday and celebrate 150 years. Let's see, I think I'm supposed to. We're going to have, we have to lift this up, and we're going to sing, we're going to push it down, and then we're going to sing Happy Birthday Atlanta. Pick it up. 5, everybody, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. to you. Happy birthday.